Have you ever wondered why the world's richest and most powerful individuals, like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Mark Zuckerberg, are investing in luxurious underground bunkers hidden in remote locations? Is it simply paranoia, or do these billionaires know something they're keeping from the rest of us? Today, we're diving deep into this dark mystery that very few dare to discuss openly. Billionaires worldwide have been investing unprecedented sums of money in underground bunkers, which often resemble luxury hotels rather than survival shelters. Companies like Rising S Company, Obidum, and VivoS have seen an exponential rise in demand, with waitlists extending months or even years. These bunkers, built with incredible secrecy, include amenities such as private cinemas, fully stocked wine cellars, indoor swimming pools, state-of-the-art fitness centers, and medical clinics equipped for minor surgeries and advanced treatments. Strategically placed in locations such as New Zealand, Switzerland, remote areas in the United States, and even South America, these bunkers offer sophisticated air filtration systems designed to withstand chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear attacks. In fact, the level of preparation in these underground fortresses is so extensive that it has raised eyebrows among security experts and journalists alike. Douglas Rushkoff, a renowned author, recently disclosed a private meeting with a select group of ultra-rich individuals who sought his advice on surviving an event they ominously referred to as the event. During this meeting, billionaires asked deeply troubling questions, such as how to maintain loyalty from their security personnel after a global collapse, how to manage food and water supplies for decades, and even how to ensure a functional society underground. These revelations aren't mere conspiracy theories, they're backed by investigative reporting and credible accounts from industry insiders. Billionaires and tech CEOs aren't just casually investing in disaster preparedness, they're actively planning for scenarios the average person can scarcely imagine. What could be driving these individuals, known for their rational and calculated business minds, to make such extreme preparations? Are these simply expensive insurance policies for improbable disasters, or do they reflect genuine, concrete fears? So, what exactly are these billionaires preparing for? Multiple theories, each as alarming as the next, have emerged from credible sources and experts. One of the leading hypotheses is the anticipation of a catastrophic economic collapse. With global debt reaching unprecedented levels and financial experts warning of a looming recession worse than any seen before, the wealthy may be expecting widespread societal breakdown. Such a scenario could lead to violent uprisings, widespread food shortages, and the collapse of social order, making secure bunkers a logical refuge. Another disturbing theory revolves around the renewed threat of nuclear warfare. Geopolitical tensions between the United States, Russia, China, and North Korea have escalated significantly in recent years. Military analysts warn that the risk of a nuclear conflict, once thought unthinkable, is now more plausible than at any point since the Cold War. Billionaires with global intelligence networks may have insight into classified risk assessments, prompting them to secure underground havens. Moreover, pandemics far deadlier than COVID-19 have been increasingly discussed within powerful global forums. Groups like the World Economic Forum and other think tanks have conducted simulations of devastating global health crises. Could these wealthy elites be privy to information suggesting that COVID-19 was merely a preview of something much worse to come? Additionally, the impact of climate change is becoming undeniably severe. Scientists forecast that in the next few decades, extreme weather events, flooding, drought, and rising sea levels will cause unprecedented mass migrations and resource wars. The ultra-rich, able to afford the costliest forms of protection, may be preparing to weather these climatic disasters underground. Each of these scenarios alone could justify the investments these billionaires are making. But when combined, they paint a terrifying picture of the future, one in which only the ultra-wealthy are equipped to survive. Beyond the rational explanations lies a darker, more sinister possibility. that these billionaires are privy to secret information deliberately withheld from the general public. Conspiracy theorists argue that governments and powerful corporate interests might be aware of impending disasters, natural or manufactured, and are deliberately keeping ordinary citizens in the dark to avoid panic or rebellion. One popular conspiracy theory is the notion of a planned global reset, an orchestrated collapse of the current economic and social systems to rebuild society according to a new set of rules and hierarchies, rules dictated by the elites themselves. The World Economic Forum's concept of the Great Reset, openly discussed yet poorly understood, fuels this theory. Critics suggest that the elite might intentionally provoke crises, positioning themselves to emerge as rulers in the aftermath. Further, some speculate these bunkers are preparations for undisclosed catastrophic events, such as large-scale environmental catastrophes, asteroid impacts, solar flares, or even advanced technological accidents. Secretive military projects and experiments have historically been concealed from the public eye. Could these billionaires have insider knowledge of such dangerous programs? Mainstream media's reluctance or inability to pursue these lines of inquiry intensifies suspicion. Who stands to benefit from the public remaining unaware and unprepared? What are governments and corporations hiding? These unanswered questions feed the mistrust and anxiety that underpin these conspiratorial theories. Now, consider this seriously. Are these actions merely paranoid extravagances of the super-rich, or do they represent genuine, profound threats known only to an elite few? If catastrophic events are truly looming, wouldn't we deserve to be informed? And if the elite already knows about impending doom, would ordinary people like us be included in the preparations, or simply left to fend for ourselves? Imagine if the theories discussed today are even partially true. If you knew a global catastrophe was imminent, what would your reaction be? Would you invest in a bunker if you had the resources? Or do you consider all of this a manipulative exaggeration intended to distract or control public opinion? Consider also what it says about our society that only those with vast resources seem to have access to the tools needed for survival. Is our system inherently flawed, allowing only the wealthiest to prepare for survival? What does it say about our collective priorities, our trust in public institutions, and the ethical responsibilities of those in power? Moreover, ask yourself, how much transparency do we deserve from our leaders and elites regarding potential threats? Should governments and corporations be obligated to reveal the full extent of known dangers, even at the risk of widespread panic? Is secrecy justified, or is it fundamentally unethical? Your opinion is crucial. The way we think, discuss, and act today could influence how prepared society will be tomorrow. This debate isn't just theoretical, it involves our fundamental rights, security, and the fairness of the societies we live in. If this video has made you think and you believe it's vital to raise awareness about these troubling issues, please share it now. Subscribe for more thought-provoking content unavailable in mainstream media. Until next time.